loves my baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me. Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to I'm No Genius. As always, I'm Eli. Tonight, rather, we've got Cam and Grant joining me. How are we doing, guys?
Terrific.
Awesome. Phenomenal.
Absolutely splendid.
Love to hear it.
I'm doing a lot better if I could win a fantasy matchup, but can't complain besides that.
Wait. Never mind. Are you 0-2?
That's terrible, man.
I'm dead serious. I'm 0-2. I'm just.
No, yeah, so am I.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Cam, the thing is, we expected you to be 0-2.
Yeah.
We never expected Grant.
No one saw Grant to be it. Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, Adam beat me this past week. So I didn't see that coming. So
He's a sleeper. He's a sleeper.
He is a sleeper. But at the same time, I think Stephon Diggs had like 8 points or something.
Yeah.
So not a great showing.
No, fantasy hurts my head.
Yeah, it does. And it shouldn't be this much stress on our lives since it is supposed to be fun. But I mean, we make it important, dude. It's part of our lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It is important.
It's very important.
It's everything.
Yeah. And if I recall correctly, I asked you guys this morning who can do the podcast tonight because I want to record tonight. And Grant, I said, I quote, "I'll do it if you give me Stephon Diggs." And I said, "Okay, Grant can't make it because he's not getting Stephon Diggs." So,
Eli, I forget. I was going to send a counter offer. I was going to ask for Deebo Samuel. I would have settled for Deebo, but here we are.
But here we are. You got nothing, and you're still here. So.
I go on strike.
Eli, I like your shirt.
Yeah, Purple Rain, dude.
Yeah,
I've gotten a lot of compliments on this shirt. It's probably the raddest. I'm trying to think of an '80s term. The raddest shirt. The most radical shirt.
That shirt makes me want to. That shirt gagged me with a spoon.
All right. I mean, I've heard that before.
That's an '80s term, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, I've gotten a lot of compliments on it, and I've been really diving into Prince lately because I saw this one clip on TikTok. It was like Prince, Tom Petty, and like George Harrison's son. They were doing a performance at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Prince had like a 3-minute guitar solo, and it was awesome. So, loving Prince lately. I wish I could have met the guy. Seems like a swell person. But
that'd be a cool story to tell.
He's dead. So
he's dead. Yeah.
He's very much dead. Anyways, Cam, how's school going for you in the past week?
Good. I'm trying to think if anything's new. I'm going on a field trip for the honors program next week. We're going to see a play.
Let's go.
What play?
I don't know. I don't remember the name.
Is it Death of a Salesman?
No, I guess it's one of like the greatest plays ever, but it was written in the 80s.
How could it be
I'll find the name.
How could it be one of the greatest plays ever?
Well, plenty of the greatest things ever came out in the 80s. Michael Jordan, cocaine, Star Wars.
Star Wars came out in the 70s.
Great list.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that was 80s. Good job.
LeBron was born in 86. Michael Jackson, solo career. Started in the 70s, but got big in the 80s.
Blossomed in the 80s with Thriller.
Yes, the play is called Carmen. Kind of like your school, Eli.
Carmen, Ohio?
No, just Carmen.
Oh, come and sing Ohio.
No, it's not that one. No.
Oh. That's the greatest alma mater to ever exist. Grant, while we're talking about how great my school is,
2025.
Yeah, 2025.
We're coming.
What's the deal with that? Like, we have an inter-Ohio matchup.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's at OU, but I haven't really looked too much into it. Very excited.
You think
It's
You think,
cannot
you think it's
wait.
going to be in Athens?
because they want it's got to be in Athens. They want to be able to handle the capacity and everything. So the
Mhm.
most fans packed into one
Mhm.
place. Let's go to Athens. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yep.
The only bad thing is Curtis is going to be gone.
Yeah, maybe we can get a couple COVID years and I don't know,
A red
fifth
shirt,
year,
yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it
Isn't-
He
out. We got
would
time.
dice up the Buckeyes for sure.
Isn't he already? He's already in like his 7th year, right?
Yeah, I think 6 or 7, something like that. But I don't. We can see
Yeah.
how long we can drag this out. Stetson Bennett was there for God knows how long, but
Did you see that kicker? I forget what school it was, but he's 31 and has 3 kids.
I saw
Colorado State. He's from England.
Yeah, he's European.
Yeah.
I saw a kicker who's 34, and I can't remember which team he plays for, but
Oh, I saw that too. Yeah.
he said he tried out for he tried to walk on to a couple college teams when he was of college age.
Mm-hmm.
He got cut a couple of times, and so he decided to join the military. Did like 10 years in the military. Then he came back, and now all of a sudden he has a boot, and he's he's kicking for this college team. So that's amazing for him.
There's no age limit in the NAI, so if any of your dads is looking to brush off the shoes, send them down to Circleville.
There you go.
An age limit in Division 1?
Huh?
Is there an age limit in Division 1?
Jamie, let's get on that.
Jamie,
please.
Jamie, pull up some help.
I got you here. I'll be you, Jamie.
There you go. I mean, we're all on our laptops already.
31.
I'll be you, Doug.
Yeah. Come on, man. I'll be a Doug.
I'll be you, Doug. Shoot.
Have you guys seen that? By the way, while we're talking about Jamie and Joe Rogan, have you guys seen that clip of
No way Adam's joining right now.
Adam's joining?
DQ, live from DQ.
Adam's coming live
What we
from.
get?
What? Ivy, welcome.
What's up?
Adam, what blizzard we get?
Tell them what you actually ordered. Well, I got confused and ordered a cheesesteak blizzard instead of a cheesecake blizzard, but
A cheesesteak? Yummy.
I got confused. It also doesn't sound bad, but I got a caramel fudge
Terrible.
cheesecake blizzard.
Oreo cheesecake blizzard. Got it.
No, caramel fudge cheesecake
okay.
blizzard.
Caramel fudge
right,
cheesecake. Got it.
I have the ruling if you're ready.
Cam,
There-
let's hear it.
There's no set age limit for any athletes. However, Division I athletes are required to enroll in school 1 calendar year after high school graduation and have just 5 years to complete a typical 4-year degree.
All right. Follow-up question to that. What is the oldest any Division 1 athlete has ever been and competed?
Let me get on that.
I mean, it's at least 34. We know that. 34-year-old kicker.
Who's 34?
The kicker that we were just talking about.
No, he's 31.
No, there's
there's-
another one.
There's a second
No,
30-year-old
there's a
kicker.
different one?
There's a different one.
I apologize.
No, it's okay. I just can't remember what school he played for, but I saw a post talking about how he's already got 2 kids, house, mortgage. So literally,
Oh, I could see that too.
yeah, literally
There's
these
the Navy, I think.
yeah, we were talking about he joined the military, then now he's playing college ball, and you know how we always talked about growing up, this guy looks so old, he has 2 kids and a mortgage. This guy actually does. This guy actually does have 2 kids and a mortgage, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So the 7th oldest is a kicker from Colorado who's 32. There's a guy named Tim Frisbee who was 40. What position did he play? He was a wide receiver at South Carolina. It looks like a dog.
Dang.
Dude was
Is that back in the 50s?
Oh, listen. No, that was 2005. Bob Schmember was 52, played at Westminster College in Fulton, Missouri in 2008 as a linebacker. That's insane.
52?
He looks like Dave Ramsey.
Did he look like Dave Ramsey when he was playing?
Yeah, it was just Dave Ramsey with a football helmet on.
Jeez.
Joe
Okay.
Thomas Sr. was 55 at South Carolina State University in Orangeburg, South Carolina at 2016 at, take a guess, position?
Tight end?
Running back.
Oh my God.
Give them their long-term deals.
Jeez, dude. So
He
like,
actually looks nothing like the Joe Thomas everyone knows.
so let's get something straight. These guys are mid 50s, which
Oh,
basically
I got 3 left. That
You
was
have
number
three-
4.
let's hear it.
Mike. I clicked the pop-up ad for adult diapers. God damn it! All right, Mike Flint,
Yes,
59
Adam
years
Wade.
old.
Yeah, Adam said goodbye.
Adam,
See Adam.
on the way back.
It's good to check in on him.
Oldest age while playing, 59 years old at Sul Ross State University in Alpine, Texas. 2007 linebacker. He looks like he has a book called The Senior. Take a wild guess at who the forward's from.
To the what?
Like the forward, the acknowledgments in the book.
I don't know.
Oh, just LeBron James.
Oh,
By the way, the website I'm on is called oldest.org.
it sounds
So
legit.
I actually have it bookmarked. Here's just anyone's dad. 2009, Austin College in Sherman, Texas. Kicker, 61 years old.
Oh,
Number 91 for the Ruse.
61 years old.
Spry young lad.
What is happening?
Here's the old. Oh my God, this is just Coach the Mean Machine.
Oh, Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds, 61 years old, Faulkner University in Montgomery, Alabama. Played in 2011. Kicker, Alan Moore. God, this guy is just a joy. He would die. If he got hit, he would die. But looks like the oldest is 61.
61 years old. So this guy, I mean, like the average retiring age for most people, I mean, it's getting older and older every year, but the
Sorry, go ahead.
the average retiring age is 65. He's 4 years off of that. So,
Well, his story is kind of interesting. He previously played football in 1968 at Mississippi Jones College, then was drafted and served in Vietnam. After that, he went into construction, and when the economy slowed down, he thought, hey, might as well kick a football.
yeah, that's a good
And
game plan.
he wore the square-toed shoes. Like he would just toe poke it through the uprights.
Really?
Yep.
What were
He's
the
got he was a dog too. 1 career extra point.
Okay, there you go. I mean, he got his varsity letter, so
He did.
he did get his varsity. Yeah, I mean, you talked about the 55-year-old linebacker, and that just blew my mind because, I mean, you're going up against guys that are 19, 20 years old and everything, and I don't think I would doubt that he started. Like I highly doubt that.
And if he did, I don't know how much of a difference he made.
I mean, maybe he was just a workhorse. He just felt no
Yeah.
pain.
Maybe.
Maybe because like of his age, his joints or his senses were so worn down that he just could not feel pain anymore.
I bet he reeked of Gold Bond.
Yeah. All all those commercials like the Doug Flutie and like the Shaquille O'Neal commercials that you see at like 3 p.m. on like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
He was on all of that. He
Yes.
he was he was a frequent customer of that stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, dude, that's crazy. So speaking, there is no age limit for athletes in college.
I mean, there's nothing set, but I imagine, I guess not. I mean, this kicker's 2023, 34 years old.
34 years old. I mean, like these.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to make a movie about these guys, like how
Or a book with the Ford by LeBron James.
scored by LeBron James. Yeah, I mean, and have like a snappy title, like how Lawrence got his groove back, or what's an old person name, Cecil. Yeah,
Yeah. How Cecil toted the rock to victory.
exactly. Yeah, and his own body.
What do you think their family thought of that? Oh yeah, your grandpa? He's got a game on Saturday if you want to go.
I mean,
What?
it's like, so if I was the grandkid of that person, which is very likely that he had grandkids,
Mhm.
I would think that's awesome. But like if I was the child of that man playing football and in his 50s and his 60s, I would think, Dad, what are you doing? Like say, I mean, my dad, he turned 50 recently, if he decided to suit it up again and go back to school, I would think my first thought is be like, okay, that's pretty cool. But then my second thought is like, Dad, let's not do that.
Yeah, no, my dad hit his midlife crisis. I think it's starting to slow down, but he hit it hard, brother.
I mean, what does a midlife crisis
Still
look
talking
like
about
for you?
college sports.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. We're talking about
Clay
Like-
could easily step on any court and get 10 points a game right now.
I
I promise
agree.
you that. The jump shot, he's pure.
Who you could?
No, Clay Burgett.
No, Clay.
Oh yeah, my dad definitely could. And even if
no
even if
question.
even if he didn't get the chance to play, I think we can all agree that even if he was like a 12th man on the team, he would give the crispest step ups ever.
Yes, great locker room guy. Clay
Great
Burgett
locker
is.
room. He's the guy that makes everyone feel better around it. I'm just gonna brag on my dad for a little bit. He's an awesome
he?
guy, swell human being, and he's
Swell.
swell indeed. Very good personality, and it's just his high fives are top tier.
Yes, and his name's Patrick.
Yeah.
Really cool name.
Very cool name, Patrick
Yes.
Clayton. Patrick
Yes.
Clayton Burgett.
I mean, that's a senator from the 1860s.
That is you're so right. I never thought about that.
But for the good side, he was against slavery.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like a guy that was against slavery. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes.
So, yeah.
No, but my dad's midlife crisis. He used to be an amateur pro motocrosser, right? So he hits 50 and he's like, still got it. So he buys a trailer, makes half of the trailer a trailer to haul bikes, 3 actually, plus more if you can squeeze them in. And then the other side of the trailer, he like rigs up a shower, 2 beds, somehow fits like a Bunsen burner stove. I don't know what it is. He's got a water tank, like a way to use the bathroom. I don't know. But he made this crazy trailer so he could race and qualify for Loretta Lynn's, which is a big motocross race. He never qualified, but he went to the races. He did well in a couple of them. And I don't know if he's ridden since.
Jeez. Yeah. Because I was going to ask, like, what would a midlife crisis for your dad even look like? Because like yeah. I mean, like most men in their 40s or maybe even their 50s, when they hit their midlife crisis, they're just like, time to get a motorcycle, time to take martial arts lessons or stuff like that.
He just started racing again. He just went back to his 20s.
He's reverted back to his younger self. Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out Dad.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm gonna hit a midlife crisis when I'm like 28.
I'm gonna, as soon as I graduate college, I'm gonna hit one.
Yeah. Because I'm at the point right now where as soon as I graduate college, I'm gonna look forward to retirement.
Yes.
So, and that's gonna be my motivator for me. I'm just looking for that vacation home in Florida.
I was about to say I'm going to graduate college and then just motorhome around the country and collect different stickers of all the states I've been in.
Yeah, just like grow out all your facial hair as much as you can. Like don't.
How am I doing? Actually, how am I doing? Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
No. All right.
Yeah, it looks. I see it, which is good.
That's a plus.
Step
We're
in the
on
right
the up and up.
Step in the right direction, I think.
Yep.
You kind of got like a Fu Manchu up to, or like like a little I'm trying to think, like Spaniard mustache sort of going on there.
You can just say I look exactly like Tony Stark. That's kind of what I'm going for. But yeah, thanks for noticing. Glad I didn't have to bring any attention to it. You just saw it and complimented it.
I mean, you kind of look like. I mean, your mustache kind of reminds me of the Spaniard from The Princess Bride. I'm sure, what's his name? Montoya. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then could you just say like, you killed my father, prepare to die?
You killed my father, prepare to die.
I know, but like a Spaniard. You killed my father, prepare to die.
Just dub my voice on that.
Okay, got it. Yeah, we'll sew that up in post.
Yeah.
I saw this clip on TikTok the other day. It was back when the live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie was coming out back in like 2014. Mm-hmm. And this guy, Will Arnett, was in that movie. I can't remember what role he played, but I saw this guy. He came in to interview him, and he was wearing like a green morph suit with like with like white balls on it. And he says, "Oh my gosh, dude, have you ever been interviewed by an actual turtle before?" And he says, "Yeah, when we sew this up in post, I'm gonna make sure that I look like a turtle." And he says, "Okay, yeah, that's great," and everything. He says, "Oh my gosh, what's this? Your very own pizza." And there's nothing in his hands. He says, "Here, toss it to you." "Oh, you dropped it." And he says, "Well, can't we just fix that in post?" He says, "Yeah, that'll come in." So
Yeah. That's you. That's what you're going to do.
that's me. I mean, I aspire to get to that level of visual artist mastery.
Mhm.
So
You know what the craziest thing is, though, is that Grant can do that on Snapchat within 30 seconds. I've never met anyone who has a meme, a random picture, or a cutout for just. You just have Stephon Diggs as a background for any situation. Grant just has something in his camera roll, and he can whip up the dumbest Snapchat like edit the fastest I've ever seen in the world.
if there's some way you could turn that into a profession, like, like not generating memes, but like creating a library of memes for any given situation, like just cut out communication altogether and just stick to memes as your primary.
He should just be a
That's my
professional
language.
shit poster.
Yeah. That's. I mean, there's sometimes like we send a picture in Snapchat or we send a snap in Snapchat, and within like 45 seconds,
Yes.
Grant's already made a cutout of our face and has pasted it onto like someone else's body.
Yes.
I'll be ready.
Yeah, exactly. He leaps at the opportunity. So
Really does.
Grant, how's your week going? I didn't get a chance to ask you yet.
It's going good. It's been busy. I have a couple exams this week, so just a lot of studying and nothing super crazy. Just kind of same old, same old.
He's just chilling, man. You're just chilling. Chilling like a villain.
You guys are lagging a little. Yeah.
No, we're not, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, Grant. Grant, I hate to break it to you. We're not lagging. You are.
There he goes.
And there he goes. Hey, $100 says he just dipped. He did not disconnect. He just ended it. Oh
This
my
is the
gosh.
one time he just left.
We put the pressure on him. Oh my gosh. Dude. Well,
How are
I
you,
mean,
Bergie? How's your week?
I'm glad you asked because I was just about to talk about me, but
Okay.
now we played it off better. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I've had a wild roller coaster of a day. So
Do tell.
I get up, super early, like 10:30, 11 a.m. And no, I'm kidding. I got up earlier than that. I'm not going to tell you what time I got up, but I got up
9:45.
Yeah, 9:45. We'll say 9:45. And then
Shine.
I got up and I went to go to Target to get a like bike pump because my trusty scooter, got a flat tire, which I don't know how that happens. I mean, it's Cam.
What type of scooter is it? Like one of the electric ones? Is it like the Razor you just push with your
It's
foot, or
it's an electric GoTrax GX 405 scooter, I believe.
wow? Is that a Decepticon or a Autobot?
It's an Autobot. So thankfully, it's not going to try and kill me in my sleep.
Mhm.
Well, it might now. I treated it like a piece of crap lately because it got a flat tire.
Yeah.
But anyways, I went to Target, got a fuel pump, not a fuel pump, a bike. Pump.
That might be your first problem. Putting fuel in your electric scooter.
I put gasoline in it like crazy, and it just would not run. But no, I got a bike pump, pumped up the tires, and I'm just like, okay, ready to go to class. Went to my first class today, which, by the way, my first class was sports journalism, and we got the chance to interview or do a press conference with a couple of volleyball players and the volleyball head coach here at OSU. Pretty exciting stuff.
May I interject real quick?
Absolutely.
Fun fact about Ohio State volleyball. You know who their PA announcer is at all home games?
I do not.
It's actually David Michael Mack, the guy who does our announcing here at OCU. He got the gig for this semester.
That's awesome. Is he leaving OCU behind, or is he?
He's doing both, baby. He's a man of many talents.
Look at him. Look at him. He's a man of many talents. He's not to be trifled with either.
So next time you hear "Point Buckeyes,"
Buckeyes.
It's David Mack. Shout out D Mac.
D Mac, we love you, buddy.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, interview the volleyball players, and then class lets out. I'm ready to go to my next class, and I go to my scooter where I parked it at the bike rack, and the tire's flat again. And so I'm thinking, like, what the heck? What the freaking heck, people? I don't know what's wrong with this thing. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to leave it here, go to my next class. I went to my next class, and then immediately after that, I went to my car because my plan was to go to my car, pick up my scooter, and then I went back to Tays Valley because Coach Barnett and Browning are beloved high school basketball coaches. They asked a couple of alumni to come back in and play some pickup with the youngsters, with the people who are still green around the ears. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Let them know how we used to get down.
Exactly, way back in the day. Yeah. And I almost died there too. So I picked up my scooter and my car, drove it back to my house, dropped it off there. And while I was there, I wanted to get my old bike, just so I had something to ride around on campus to get me from A to B faster. And I got it down from our tall bike rack and everything. And I try to Cam.
Can I take a guess?
Yeah.
Flat tires.
Flat tires. And the chain was broken.
Oh, double whammy.
And so I spent the next 5 minutes throwing a fit in my garage.
As one does.
Like it. I mean, if I had which I think we actually do have a camera, like a Ring camera in our garage. So there's probably footage of me throwing a fit.
Need that.
Yeah, we'll post it if that comes to fruition.
Yes.
But yeah, I threw a fit for a little bit, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to compose myself, going to go play basketball, and I'm going to go back to campus. So played some basketball, almost died a couple of times just for breathing too heavily. But we whooped on the younger guys. We showed them how it was done. It was me, Diaz Rogers, Max Young, Ryan Alton, and Coach Brayshock. We were all on a team together.
Wow.
So it was like the dream team, or like kind of like the dream team a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyways, finished up the scrimmage, went back to campus, had a couple meetings, and now I'm here. So, but the thing is, I had to get to and from the meetings extremely fast. So I had to use like those stupid Lime scooters and Bird scooters. Like,
so you had to pay for one? I
had to pay for them. I've spent over the past 2 days, I've spent like $20 in like scooter rides.
Ew.
I know, but like it's the hand I've been dealt, unfortunately, because I'm not waiting on the bus. Like it's going to take forever, but yeah. But the bottom line is I'm here. I'm ready to do a podcast like a professional person. I'm not going to throw a fit anymore. Yes. I'm fine.
Yeah. Good. Well, how are we going to resolve the scooter issue with the flat tire? Do we have a new inner tube ordered? Because it sounds like you have a hole somewhere that you just have not found yet.
Yeah. Not only that, but I took a little inspection myself, my scooter, and I noticed like as soon as I tilted it upside down, like 2 screws popped out, and so I was like, "This is not good." So I got to take it to my scooter specialist. I got to find a scooter specialist and then take it to him. So, which scooters, it's really strange because like there are auto shops for cars and motorcycles. There are bike shops for bikes. Where do scooters come in? Where do you send a scooter?
Where do you take an electric scooter?
My overpriced electric scooter. It needs a fixing. Can you help me out?
How long have you had it?
See, I got it for Christmas last year, so I've had it for a little over 9 months.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, you got to have some type of warranty or something. Someone needs to specialize in repairing scooters, inner tubes and loose screws. And if they don't, you and I, my friend, might have just cornered a market, and we should get right on that.
Oh, yeah. I'm No Genius Scooter Emporium.
Yes.
We're on it already. But
you need a scooter? We got you.
You need scooters? We have scooters. Yes. Let's make a deal. Yes. But the funniest thing out of all of this is that on my way from my first class to my second class, after I had, my scooter had the flat tire and everything, and I was in high distress.
Yes.
I was so livid that I was saying things out loud that didn't even make any sense. Just like I was walking around, it's like stupid scooter, stupid flat tire, stupid sidewalk, stupid manufacturer who made the scooter, stupid heat on this day. I'm sweating through my shirt.
Oh, like you're just mad at the world.
I was just mad at absolutely everything. And I don't know if I should be alarmed that it took such a small thing to set me off.
No. I remember, shout out Dale Hubbard. He used to give me rides to and from football practice because we were neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
And when he first got his license, he would get so mad at people on the road. And I just remember thinking, like, I'm not going to get that mad. Like, it's not that big a deal. Within the first 3 weeks of having my license, my vocabulary had expanded vastly for the worst. Just because anything that happened on the road, it's like, oh, what are we doing? I've been driving for 3 weeks and I know better than that. And it was just like simple stuff like someone's, doing the speed limit.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad.
Now that you brought up kind of a little bit of road rage, that topic, I want to ask you, with like not including explicitives, which I'm sure you hurl once in a while. What
me?
What is like your go-to phrase when you're on the road and you're mad at somebody? Like that's not like a cuss word or anything, but it's just like something small that you say like from time to time.
You go first. This is bad. This is really bad. Let me think of one that's not a cuss word. You got to think long and hard about that. Yeah.
I say you imbecile quite a bit. I say I think when I was driving to and from campus today, I said it maybe like 30 or 40 times.
Okay.
It was unbelievable. And I also say incompetent quite a bit. You incompetent imbecile.
Wow. Yeah, I can see that. You say that as you're trotting down the highway in your horse and buggy.
Clear the road, you incompetent imbecile.
Eli's coming through.
Lord Eli Burgett.
I think I have one. It's just it's a terrible thing to say, but it's not even in a fit of rage. It's just a casual, you're a bad human. You're just a bad person. Which isn't true. Their driving reflects nothing of what they're like day to day and how they treat other humans. But that rolls off the tongue nice and easy. And you disgust me is another one. Just like, and I'm too scared to like look at someone as I pass them. So like I'm just driving. You sicken me.
Dude, I look at people when I drive past them all the time. It's
no,
like
I can't.
No, dude, it's like therapy for me. It's like my passive aggressive. It's like I'm not going to get out of my car and confront you about this, but as I pass you, I'm just like, just give him a look, you know. And that's
turn back.
Yeah.
I like to lay on the horn, and then as I pass them, turn and wink, and then just keep driving. Really throws them off.
You ever in extreme situations? You ever show them your tall finger once in a while?
No, I'm too scared to look at them.
Too scared to look at them.
Flick them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
what if it's
have you?
What if? Well, I ask you. What if it's really dark out? They're going to see inside your car. So just do it. So just do it for yourself.
Don't want to take the chance. You ever seen the movie Road Rage with Russell Crowe?
No. Oh no, that came out a couple years ago, didn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't see it.
It's what I like to call the perfect Netflix movie because it's not a good movie, but it's a lot of action and super gory.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's like Bullet Train. Bullet Train was the perfect Netflix movie.
Or Extraction. It's a good Netflix movie.
Exactly. I mean, that's an actual Netflix movie, but yeah, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, but it's it's the type that
yes.
It's top 10 in streaming on their library.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're just scared of people inside their cars. What if it's like an old lady? Or would you just feel
seen some stuff?
Grandma's lived through a couple of wars.
Grandma might be packing.
You never know.
And I'm not willing to take that risk.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you think about it, say it's like a 85-year-old woman who just has nothing left, right? She's just driving. She's like,
there's nothing left to live for.
I don't need this anymore. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might.
Yeah, dude. Like I haven't told you guys this yet, but I've made an ongoing list of everything that I hate.
What?
And so like, it was sparked because of this, this organization that I'm involved in school. We have like these, once a week meetings where for the first like, 5 minutes or 10 minutes of the meeting or whatever, they're just like, okay, let's go around the room and let's do a quick rant of whatever's on our minds, or what's troubling you today. And I was like, oh, there's a lot. There's quite a bit.
I didn't realize that Ohio State endorsed the neo-Nazis. This is new information to me. So.
No, this is not Nazi stuff. I'm just saying. There is no mention of any racial group or ethnic group or religious group. There's just a lot of like. I'm gonna pull it up.
What is this organization called? It's
Ohio Staters Incorporated. We just have like little rant sessions just for us, little therapy.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie.
Good. That's good sometimes.
I'm not gonna lie. The list actually does make me feel better.
Okay. Well, that's all I want is my boy to feel good. So let it out.
Well, number one, like this is in no particular order. I'm just going to name a couple of things that come to mind. Okay. People who drive too fast, people who drive too slow, and also people who drive the speed limit.
So there's not even a Goldilocks driver for you.
There's like no air. I just don't want anyone in front of me. Like it's my one wish.
You just want the open road.
I just want the open road.
I have a question for you because I'm the same way. In these rants, do you kind of treat it like an open mic where you're just trying to get people to laugh?
Yeah, kind of.
I catch myself doing that. And like example, we had an honors meeting the other day. And the book we're reading for honors is The Making of Biblical Womanhood. Okay. Very feminist book.
Oh yeah.
And our meeting was about the intro in the first chapter. And he was like,
Let me guess. Does it mention Ruth, Esther, and Mary Magdalene a lot?
We haven't got to Mary Magdalene. We've only read the first chapter, but it has mentioned Ruth and Esther. Nothing deep, but they're
the big
names
ones.
Have been dropped. Yes,
they're the Old Testament big ones.
Yes, but I knew he was going to ask, "What's everyone's overall thoughts on the intro?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to get the class good." So he said, "Overall thoughts." I raised my hand and says, "Cam." I said, as one who has went and purchased tickets to Barbie, I consider myself a staunch feminist. And I paused. Obviously, the crowd erupted. Okay. And then I just BS some excuse. I didn't read the chapter. I just gave something to him.
Joke first. I was like, ask questions later.
So good.
I got you. Totally disarmed him. I can say whatever I want now.
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
So I got through that. People who wear a beanie and don't cover their ears.
Mm-hmm.
It rubs me the wrong way. I don't know why.
Especially when it's not beanie weather. You don't need a beanie when it's not cold out.
Yeah, I would say what constitutes beanie weather, you think?
Well, listen, I have been one to wear a beanie not over my ears, but that's just from like walking to a building because I know I'm going to be right back inside. But the only reason I'm wearing a beanie out is because it's cold. It's under 40 degrees.
Yeah. I mean, when did beanies become stylish to wear just like in the summer? It's got to be like
No, they weren't.
Yeah,
they weren't.
I mean, it's stylish. When did they become popular? I would say mid 2000s.
To you and I, the only people who matter, they never did.
Right. You're the only people who are talking right now and have microphones. So
yes.
Yeah. By the way, your voices are heard no matter where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
To all the listeners out there, we care about your input a lot. But anyways, kind of. Anyways, back to us. People who walk too slow on the sidewalk. People who take up the whole sidewalk.
Mm-hmm. Fat people. Is that what you were getting at?
You can paint your own picture with your mind. I didn't say fat people.
Okay.
Because that's a blanket term. If fat people are walking in the grass next to the sidewalk, I got no problem with you.
All right.
But if you're taking up the whole sidewalk, We got an issue.
I'm
Okay,
just trying to trap you in something here.
and it's not going to happen. I've had this list prepared for so long. I can explain my way out of anything on this.
You've been hating for years.
Yeah, all this has been built up inside of me over the years. Like one wrongdoing back in like 2017
Yes.
could have made its way on this list. And I have a fast memory.
Yes.
So let's keep going. Trap music,
Not for you.
not for me.
Define trap, like rap or I don't know. I guess that is trap music.
Yeah, well, I like the trap music genre. Like, what would you deem trap?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Rap music post 2018.
I don't hate that take just because I don't know. There's some songs I like, but I don't know if I like them just because I've heard them a lot just from the people like being in the basketball weight room or in the gym. But I mean, there's some good ones.
I'm sure there are good ones, but like this may be just a me thing. But again, it is my list, so forget you. Like they're like every rap song on my playlist, on my rap playlist, all 8 songs of them.
Yeah.
They're from the 90s and the 2000s. So yeah,
There's good rap music then.
good, yeah.
It's your list, like you said. It's your list.
It is my list. So let's see. People who talk on speakerphone in public when they're around other people.
Yes.
Hate that. Yeah, hate it. Don't like it. Autobiographies.
Oh, see, I'm gonna pin you on something here. When someone asks, out of all your friends, who do you think is gonna be the first one to write an autobiography? You're my boy, so I'm gonna tell you the truth. Your name comes out lightning fast every time.
Well, you got me there. Okay. Like I'm the most likely to write an autobiography, but like I think they're so pretentious. I really do. Like I cannot stand. Like it's basically them saying, "I think I'm so great. I'm going to write a book about myself."
Yeah. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm the second name that comes off that list. People ask, so.
Oh my gosh. Gamer expressions. I don't like gamer. Yeah, I don't like gamer expressions. No. Trendy coffee shops.
Overpriced. Way too expensive. Usually BS coffee.
Yeah, it's not even good coffee half the time. This one's so personal to me that I don't know if you're going to agree with this one, but okay. It's baristas that look like stereotypical baristas.
See, you probably go to a lot more coffee shops than I do, because the only coffee shop we have here is the Blaze, and it's good coffee, but the person who runs it is 77 years old, so she looks nothing like your typical hipster.
No, dude, I'm like, look, we got a lot of coffee shops here at OSU, filled with hipsters.
Yeah.
With it was talking like the beanies over their head, indoors for some reason, the glasses that aren't prescription, and covered in arm tats, and wearing two watches for some reason. It doesn't make any sense.
One's to tell European time.
Yeah, it's like the quote from Robots: "One's for showing, one's for blowing."
Yes.
So,
yes.
Okay. Fog.
I've never met anyone who's a huge fan of it, so that's valid.
Look, every other form of precipitation has someone that loves it. Someone loves rain. Someone out there loves snow. No one loves fog, unless it's like at a concert.
Stephen King, I think that book made him a lot of money.
The Fog?
Didn't you write a book called The Fog?
No, The Mist.
That's Fog.
It is Fog. We split in hairs here.
Foghorn Leghorn. I'm a fan.
I like Foghorn Leghorn, but not Fog. But not Fog, dude. People who run for fun.
Yeah, no, screw they suck.
Yeah, no, they're the worst. There's so many running clubs here at OSU, and every time they run by, I just want to clothesline one of them. So, and again, if you think I'm a psychopath, this is my list.
This is your list.
So,
feel free to make your own.
Feel free to make your own. Mine's 151 items long and still going. So, but I'm not going to read all of them. Mega churches.
Yeah, they suck too.
I don't like
Those are bad.
And furthermore, I don't like mega church pastors either. Like Joel Osteen, don't like him.
No,
don't like him, dude. It's taken away from the meaning of it. I mean,
Yeah,
we're both God fearing men here. We don't need
Yes.
mega churches. We just need a church, nice
We just need
community of
church.
people.
Yes, as an ordained minister, I second that.
I keep forgetting that, so thank you for reminding. Thank you for reminding me. Also, guys, Cam is an ordained minister. If you guys need any weddings, birthday parties, or
I am for hire. I am selling my time, non-sexually, of course, but I will ordain any wedding you have. Or
exactly.
I'll renew your vows. I can do your baptisms, funerals. You might not be the one contacting me, but I can do them.
Yeah, and sometimes he might just show up at your funeral and find his way to the microphone. That's just how he works. So
depending on the price, I have varying stages of just bawling my eyes out.
Yeah.
Or here's a cool one. I'll dress in all black, wear a bowler cap and sunglasses, and just sit in the back and nod my head with an umbrella. Make it look like you had some type of double life and did some really cool stuff.
And just say,
Yep.
Yeah. His rate start.
Good agent.
Yeah. He's a darn good agent. He's my best guy. His rate started at $4.50 an hour. So give him a call.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. People who record themselves while working out.
I'm not going to say they suck because Alexa's definitely done that. But personally, I would never do that.
There's a difference though, I think.
Okay.
Is Alexa considering herself a gym influencer?
No, she's just doing it to see her own form. So I guess that's beneficial.
That's perfectly fine. But if people are setting up, the camera stand with the light ring because the gym lighting is not good enough. They need extra lighting. And their whole equipment takes up an entire walkway space, and then they get mad at you for walking in front of your camera. Just unbelievable. It look, you said earlier about drivers. You disgust me.
Yes, I agree with that one.
Thank you. The overuse of inspirational quotes.
I mean, at some point, they're just not inspiring at all.
Yeah.
It's doing nothing for me.
Some quote from Bartholomew Durbin back in 1640 means nothing to me.
Yeah.
Don't throw it in my face. Now Bible quotes, a little bit different. Those are useful from time to time. But most inspirational quotes
don't do anything for you.
Yeah, exactly. People who say no cap in conversation.
Yeah, that's definitely my vernacular, but sometimes it's for a joke. I don't know if I've ever used it seriously.
Yeah, people who use it unironically in conversation.
That's a good one. I love how specific these are.
Again, yeah, I go deep, man. I go deep with this. Let's see. So Buckeye Nutrition, Asheville Nutrition, Circleville Nutrition. Hate all of you. You are the worst.
You hate nutrition?
If you want to do a sponsorship with us, we'll have you.
Our pockets are wide open. Listen,
wide open.
We're gonna be very straight up here. We will bash something until the check comes in, and we will be the biggest fans ever.
Yeah, biggest way to change minds is to, money. Biggest way.
Yes.
So
we like bribes more than FIFA does, and they gave Qatar a World Cup.
That's so true. That's such a good point. Gnats.
Dude, gnats just get in our room somehow.
I've got a bunch of gnats making their rounds through my room. So
yeah,
I've killed a few of them, but they're so elusive. So
the best is when you're tracking one and then you just get it with a good backhand.
Oh yeah, yeah,
that's always good.
By the way, I'll probably make a list of things that I love after I do this, but this probably is never going to end.
No, this is fun.
But one of the things that I love is when you catch a fly by surprise. You
that's
feel
hard to do.
You feel like Bruce Lee or like Mr. Miyagi, just lightning reflexes.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I got sidetracked. JROTC kids. They're the worst. I'll stand by that.
Yeah. Yep. They
People,
suck.
kids who are in JROTC, I'm sorry. I mean, like, look, I've got a couple friends who are in ROTC. They've got all my respect. JROTC, you get none of it.
No.
And the funniest thing was, I brought this up to my mom. I was like, man, I really don't like JROTC kids. Like, those guys were the worst back in high school. And she goes like, what are you talking about? I was like, JROTC kids, you know, like the kids who are going to be in ROTC. So like, they're going to be future military members and everything. And she's like, we never had a JROTC program. And I was like, so all these kids were walking around saying, you're talking to a future military officer. They were full of crap.
Yeah. I mean,
Now
being in JROTC is just as much military as being on Taze Valley's high school football team.
It maybe even less.
They're the equivalent of, like, that's how much that military branch like means.
Because like it might even be less, because at least Taze Valley football had one workout a year with the National Guard.
Yeah.
So
Now, if you're in JROTC and then you eventually get to ROTC and then active duty, like, awesome. But while you're in JROTC, sorry, you're not getting any love from us.
yeah. And here's the thing. You do not have to be in JROTC to be in ROTC. Just don't do it. It accomplishes nothing. I'm sorry to break it to you. But like, seriously. People who don't love Steve Irwin.
Yeah. They're probably just bad people.
They're the scum of the earth. I'll take it even further. Like, because Steve Irwin, I mean, God rest his soul. He is one of the kindest people ever, one of the most genuine people ever, cares about wildlife quite a bit, but not in an obnoxious way, in a way that is actually beneficial. And we love that. We love that guy.
It was a genuine love for animals, not just I'm saving animals, look at me.
Yeah, exactly. And look at his...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, his death is on camera, but it's been scrubbed from the entire world. There's only one copy, and his wife owns it.
I mean, I think that's for the best. That shows you how much people respect him and everything.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But because he filmed everything, and he before he got off the boat, he told his cameraman, "Whatever happens, keep filming." Ugh.
And he did. So
yeah,
jeez, yeah. I mean, like even his kids, like Robert Irwin and everything, they're filling in his footsteps, which is awesome.
Bobby and Bendy
Irwin.
Bendy won Dancing with the Stars. I watched that season all the way through.
You watch Dancing with the Stars all the way through?
My mom used to watch Dancing with the Stars all the time. I'd be like, "Oh, this is on again," and then I'd watch the entire thing.
What? Yeah, I guess I got to watch all of it. Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Oh, dang it!
Cauliflower pizza.
I can't agree with you there. Love cauliflower pizza.
Okay.
You just have you should just put vegetables, period.
No, because I can't hate vegetables because I know that they're good for me, but I hate eating them.
You're like the mayor in Clyde with a Chance Meatballs, who just dips the broccoli in that oil and eats it. Is that Clyde with a Chance Meatballs?
I think so.
What am I thinking of? No. It's
Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb. Yeah.
I can feel myself getting healthier. Oh my gosh. Let's just do a few more. Again, this one's super personal to me. There's not 50% of the country will disagree with me, and that's okay. I'm willing to take it on. Brown rice. I hate brown rice.
Yeah, white rice is better. I mean, I wouldn't say I hate brown rice, but white rice is definitely better. White
rice is better in every single way. It's tastier. When I go to Chipotle, white rice is the go-to.
Yes.
This one happened the other day, and I had to write. I have this list on me. It's in my notes, and if something happens that I just hate, I just write it down on the spot. So, people who recommend books to me, I promise you, I will not read them. Do not bother.
That's funny you say that because, the other couple weeks ago, we were in Easton for something, and we stopped at Barnes & Noble. I was like, man, I loved when, like, I used to just love reading books. Like, getting a good book, like, made me so happy. I'd sit down and read the whole thing. Like, I just don't do that anymore. And then the other day, I out of nowhere, bought a book on Amazon. And, like, I actually sat down to read it. And I was like, dang, reading is fun. Not going to buy another book, though. Because I had a gift card. That's the only reason I bought it.
Just the one book. That's all you need.
Yeah.
I mean, I have tried to get into audiobooks a little bit. I mean, just because, like,
No, podcasts are way more fun.
Exactly. I listen to podcasts and everything. I think, like, this might be a good substitute, but no, it's not the case. So, but people who loiter, people who just
I never understood what they just stand around, right?
people just linger in areas they're not supposed to be in, or I guess like they're allowed to be in, but it's just like, why would you be here when you could be other places?
Go do something else.
Like, just, get out of my space. Like, I mean, like, I work at a country club and I sit behind the desk a lot, and most of the time there's no one around me. But whenever there are people that just like congregate near my desk, I'm just like, get away, get out of here, go. I don't know. No one wants you here. So,
Yes.
like, timeshare salesman.
Yeah, they wrote my grandparents in nice and good. I had an awesome vacation for 8 years, but they had to go to a meeting and it sucked.
Yeah,
For bad people.
It's the worst. I mean, it's a nonstop scam.
Give me three more.
3 more. I'll give you the last 3. Movies that rely on narration too much.
Yeah.
The overuse of narration.
You have an example?
See, as much as I love the movie Wolf of Wall Street, like, I don't like the fact that it uses so much narration. Like, I mean,
It does.
like it works for Shawshank Redemption, it works for Goodfellas, Wolf of Wall Street. It's just too much. It's a 3-hour movie. I don't need to spend an hour and 45 minutes listening to Leo DiCaprio narrate what I'm seeing. So,
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, but still, love the movie. Love the movie.
Okay.
Though. Now this one might get me in trouble, but so I'm going to word it very carefully.
Yeah, this one will.
Speech impediments. I don't hate people with speech impediments. I hate speech impediments. Questions?
Like we said, your list.
Cam, no, look, you may like laugh and like, you may give me looks or whatever, but you can't tell me you can't tell me you don't agree. Okay.
No, I listen. On air, I don't want to agree with you, but as soon as we hang,
no one has ever like come across a person with a lisp and said, "Ooh, that's a pleasing sound of the ear." Like, again, I don't hate the people with speech impediments. I just great people. I've met amazing.
It's not an impediment. It's an empowerment.
It's an empowerment, absolutely. But I don't like it.
Eli's just not a fan of the sound. That's all. That's all it is.
Not a fan of the sound. Like, look, Mike Tyson. He has a speech impediment. I don't like the way he sounds, but he could still kill me. There's the trade-off there.
Yes.
So,
yes. Okay.
Okay. And then the last one that I have is people who drive Teslas and they make sure that they drive Teslas.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it'd be way cooler to pull up in a Tesla and be like, "Oh, you have a Tesla," and you're just like, "Yes, this is my car."
Yeah.
And being like, "Oh, I got to grab something in the Tesla."
In my Tesla. Like, how many times have you used? What do you drive? You drive the VW still, right? Volkswagen. Mm-hmm. How many times do you say, "Oh man, I got to go grab something in my Passat"?
No, it's usually I got to grab something out of this shit bucket. Yeah.
Hey, don't you dare badmouth the Passat.
No, it's done me well. That's all I got. It burns oil.
It's an economical car. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, like people, because Teslas, they give off 2 signals right off the bat. People who are extremely rich and people who care a lot about the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they're caring about the earth in a way that's just going to make them look stylish.
Mm-hmm.
And for people who are extremely rich, I just don't like rich people.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I like some rich people, but like I don't like the fact that they are rich. So
Okay. Because you're not.
because I'm not. Yeah. Once I'm rich,
yes.
this whole perspective could change. But
Yes.
for the time being, no. I'm sorry.
If I just said, Eli, I have a Tesla for you, would you accept?
I would accept, and then I would sell it.
You have no desire to drive one.
I have noticed. Well, now I sound like a jerk because I'm getting a free Tesla and no carbon emissions and everything. But like I worked valet for a little bit. I've parked Teslas before, and it seems so needlessly complex. Like it's you have this you have your freaking credit card to swipe in to get in your car and everything. And I'm just like, okay, what's up with that? I go to reach for the door handle doesn't pop out, and I'm just like, okay, that's lame. Don't want to do that. And then you have this app on your phone that opens your car for you, and I'm just like, what happened to good old fashioned keys? Or like not even keys, a fob for that matter, like just something that you can keep on your person, like instead of a credit card.
Yes.
But, yeah.
Now, what if I said, Eli, I have a free Tesla? Then would you take it?
Here, you want to know what I would say? Here's what I would say. Hey, man, I appreciate it. And I appreciate you and everything that you embody.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I will not take your Tesla.
All right.
Thank you.
It is. It's your list.
Yeah, it's my list. And that's the thing. We only got through like 40 items, and there's like 90 more. So, like... So yeah, like
awesome. Maybe one day we'll have a list of things you love, but
for the time being, there's just a lot of
hate,
a lot of disliking right now. So, oh my gosh,
that was incredible.
Thank you. This, if you guys ask about it again, I'd be happy to run through some more items.
Yes.
But
that was really good.
For the time being, we are out of time. So, Cam, last words, please.
Thank you for that. I hope I never make it on that list.
No, I love you, buddy.
And I love you too, but I would love to see the rest of the list so I know what not to do in your presence.
Yeah. Like once the list is finished, which that day may never come, I'll probably publish it on Instagram.
Yeah. That'll be your autobiography.
That'll be it. It'll be look, this list encapsulates everything that I am as a person. Yes. So yes. Yeah. Love it. Thank you guys for listening. We couldn't do what we do without you guys, or the illusion of you guys being there for us. So thank you for that.
It's the thought of you guys that makes us
just the slight possibility that anyone is listening. That's what we do. That's what we get out of bed for. So, from everyone here at I'm No Genius, I'm Eli, and he's
Cam.
And Bremer. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.